Jimmy Garoppolo practiced today. Trey Lance did not. Looking like Jimmy Garoppolo is going to start this week. What do you think about that?
I think Garoppolo starting this week, it's really shouldn't be an issue.
Right.
I think he's played real solid throughout the season, so I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think this week is about the quarterbacks. People are going to make this week about the quarterbacks, but I had the opportunity. I took a little bit of time. I was technically supposed to be holding office hours. I didn't have students for the first hour, so I was trying to catch up on what the Colts have been doing this season a little bit. They're not a good team. They are not a good football team, okay?
No.
I don't think Indianapolis does anything particularly well. They're not going to have Paris Campbell this weekend. They're not a good football team. That's why I tweeted out, it doesn't matter who starts at quarterback. If the Niners are at least a playoff caliber team coming off a bye at home, they should win this game, no doubt about it. So I don't have a lot of thoughts on Garoppolo starting because I don't think Garoppolo starting or Lance starting makes a difference. Given how good the Niners defense is, given how well they've been playing, given the fact that the Colts offensive line has struggled all season and Nick Bosa has been a manimal this season, I expect the Niners to win this football game. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think that you and I will be back next Monday, and if the Niners lose this football game, we will be singing the tune of the Niners just aren't good, because there's absolutely no reason they should lose to the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are not a good football team, and the Niners are coming off a bye and playing this game at home. So I'm interested to see how all of this
that being
plays
said,
out.
though,
but yeah,
I don't expect a blowout. Do you expect a blowout?
Unfortunately, no, because the Niners beat themselves. That's the problem. You can't blow out a team when you make rookie mistakes, which is, I mean, we're going to get to Kyle Shanahan and we're going to talk about it. One of the shocking things about this team is that they're making the mistakes that the 2018 team used to make, and that was mental errors that used to beat themselves. The difference was the 2018 team wasn't starting a 32-year-old left tackle who's paid the highest paid in the NFL. They weren't starting.
That was year 2 of the regime. This is year 5.
It was You're talking about they were one of the youngest teams in the NFL. They weren't older. It was year 2 of installing a very complicating system, still creating a culture, all of that, with a bunch of people going in and out of the lineup and different guys starting. I mean, you had different guys starting in the secondary and all of that. So, I mean, the mental errors on offense especially is what I think is the reason they can't blow them out. But the Niners on paper are just better than the Colts. The Colts are not very good.
Right. The way I look at this is Jimmy should want to play in this game. It's a win, most likely. Now, it's probably going to be a low-scoring game. I don't know if Jimmy's going to play well. That's a good defense that the Colts have, but he should want to play. I understand it's pretty clear that Kyle wants Jimmy to play this year. And if Trey's going to play, and if that's the way they're going to use Trey as a rookie, then don't play him, because you're just going to get him hurt. I mean, it's irresponsible to run your quarterback 16 times in a game. I mean, you don't even run your running backs that much, Kyle. You don't. So if that's what you want to do, fine. I think realistically, though, Trey's going to be back soon. I mean, you hate to predict injuries, but Jimmy's had 3 in his last 9 games. There's a pattern. So if he comes back and plays against Indy, great. But the Niners still need to be preparing Trey Lance, because odds are he'll be back in a few weeks. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's a different conversation. I'm at this point, I'm confused. I've talked about it. I don't know how the Trey Lance development, all of that's going to work this year. He's not even Taysom Hill the way they've used him. And the Taysom Hill package does have some sort of effectiveness for the New Orleans Saints. The Trey Lance package has not had any effectiveness for the 49ers outside of, the 4th and goal run for a touchdown. It was supremely well blocked. They can run that. I didn't feel like that was Trey Lance specific. And then the throw to Trent Sherfield,
I could have walked in
Detroit. I feel like Nate Sudfeld, that's a throw he can make. So I didn't feel like there was anything special or anything that came off of it yet. I mean, maybe we're still waiting to see it. Maybe there's the game they're going to unleash it. I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't rule that out. But at the same time, I'm kind of with you in terms of just ride it out kind of with Garoppolo this year, because this team needs to find an identity of what they do fast. And I think that they're not going to find that identity while Trey Lance is still finding himself on where he is, what he can do.
Well, the identity is not quarterback draw, quarterback power. We already know that. If that's what the identity is with the Trey Lance offense, then yeah. Because that, to me, you're not developing Trey Lance when you play him like that.
And to be fair, again, this is still a pretty talented football team. Yeah, talented football teams don't lose 3 straight. That's not great. But the schedule is, outside of their division, pretty easy down the stretch.
Yeah.
They're not playing any of the NFL's heavyweights except for the 2 in their division who are amongst the teams capable of winning the Super Bowl this year. So it's really favorable for the 49ers to pull this out and finish, 10-7, 9-8, and make the playoffs. But they need to also fix certain things within themselves first in order to be able to do that.